Das ist schon Fahrkunststabilität.
Loses control.
Da sind sie nebeneinander zu zweit, zu dritt.
"15 races down, one more race to go." Hello everybody, welcome to the Hockenheimring for the season closer of the Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. It was back at the beginning of May that we kicked off proceedings at Spa-Francorchamps. Since then, we have crowned a brand new champion in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. Lauren Heinrich had the title sewn up back at race 2, the Sachsenring, last time out. Team Championship has also been decided. It's gone the way of SSR Huber Racing, another championship for Christoph Huber, an absolute legend in the world of Porsche Carrera Cup racing. But there are still 2 championships that are wide open, and I mean very wide open. The Rookie Championship, Lorcan Hannafin, is just 10 points ahead of Hub van Eindhoven.
Was haben wir immer auf den Deckel bekommen, der Burger? Ich werde aber gesagt haben, der Burger kommt aus Rückwärts, Größenverdacht genau. Förderrückfall jetzt vor, da holt sie eine eigene Gemeinde und Förderrückfall ist sehr, sehr viel wert, dass sie als Förderer benannt werden. Herr Burger, das hat ja auch jeder immer ordentlich Schön bekommen. Ich finde das toll. Also wir haben uns angemeldet, wir sagen in der Firma, aber jetzt haben wir auch was vor. Achtung, wir haben uns vorbereitet. Axel, gibt ja ganz halt ganz kurz. Der Laube ist ja sowas, wie der Sohn der Stadtmitglieder, oder? Ja, natürlich, und ich bin Amerikaner und ich freue mich drauf. Und ich bin stolz, dass er, obwohl er den Feld ist, heute mal voll dazu. In welcher Straße genau wohnt ihr? Eigentlich in Wiesing. Nee, das muss man ändern. Nee, das kann man doch nicht lassen, oder? Das können wir so nicht lassen. Wir haben einen ganz tollen Vorschlag. Wir nennen das ab sofort die Laurin-Heinrich-Allee. Können wir das einrichten? Können wir das so machen? Wir würden mir sofort mitlegen, Schild. Aber da bin ich sehr, ich glaube, das wollen wir alle nicht, nämlich der Name wird eigentlich erst ergeben, wenn man 8 Jahre tot ist. Also wir bringen es ans Haus und freuen uns und wollen natürlich, dass der Laurin noch sehr, sehr lange lebt. Das ist natürlich, das kommt natürlich alles, aber wenn das irgendwann mal so was ist, so in 430 Jahren, dann machen wir das, okay? Versprochen, das kann ich gut versprechen, weil er nämlich auch das machen ja Sie. Ja, das ist ja aber der Akteure der zwei Personen der Stadt, Lauren Heinrich. Klasse. Also, das Schild ist, oder das Schild, das hier sind, Regelrundfahrt oder die Was für ein tolle Zahl, was für eine tolle Saison. Danke und vielen Dank.
Also wir hatten international immer gesagt, über Würzburg und dann kam die erbitterte Gegenrede aus Köln. Dann habe ich Wikipedia mal gegoogelt, nachgeguckt, ob es überhaupt noch irgendwo so der Stadt gibt. Es gab keinen einzigen, also haben wir uns entschlossen, Laurin Heinrich zu machen, nämlich so ein komplettes Einwohner. Dieses kleine Dörfchens im Einzugsgebiet von Würzburg. Und das ist so mit dem kleinen humorvollen Einstieg in unsere Berichterstattung bei uns. Und dieses Finale des Porsche Carrera Cup Deutschland. 16. Meisterschaftslauf. Wie gesagt, 2 Entscheidungen noch offen, da komme ich jetzt gleich noch zu. Ich würde euch aber liebend gerne mal mitnehmen und würde mir einfach den gestrigen Tag noch mal ein kleines bisschen anschauen wollen. Das zumindest in der ganz kurzen Zusammenfassung. Das hat sich eigentlich gestern getan hier im Carrera Cup in Deutschland. Bitte, ja, da standen wir ganz genau an gleicher Stelle, standen wir rund um den Trainingsschnellsten und dann den Vogel, der ja auch heute in der Startbox wieder ganz vorne steht, haben dann die 510 PS Startmotoren angeschlossen, haben uns auf die halbstündige Reise begeben mit einem externen Start und dann mit dem Vogel. Und das hier war unser Fokus von uns und von Eindhoven. Da ging es ja um die
This is fantastic racing.
Das ist schon Fahrkunst am Limit.
Loses control.
Da sind sie nebeneinander zu zweit, zum Glück.
15 races down, just one more race remaining. This is the season closer for the 2022 season of the Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. Hello everybody, welcome to the Hockenheimring. The championship has been decided. Is Lauren Heinrich a new name on the trophy for Porsche Carrera Cup Germany? Also, the team championship is decided. SSR Huber have taken the team championship already. Christoph Huber's legendary team taking that at the Sachsenring last time out, but there are still two championships wide open as we look at the outgoing champion, Larry Tenforder. The rookie championship, Lorcan Hannafin is just 10 points ahead of Huub van Eindhoven. Jan-Erik Sloten is just 6 points ahead of Carlos Rivas. It really is all to play for. This one is going to go all the way to the wire. Welcome to the Hockenheimring. We are using the GP circuit here on a beautiful autumnal afternoon, and a very warm welcome to all of the fans that we know are watching in Q8 this afternoon. I know you are cheering Ahmed Al-Shihab. We want to hear you cheering and shouting for that man there. We've got an onboard camera for him for this, the closing race of the season, and a very warm welcome to all of his fans that are watching, and indeed all other fans that are watching around the world in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. It has been one of the most competitive and exciting and compelling seasons in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany history as we look at the view from the front of the Ahmed Al-Shihab car, the Cartech Motorsport by Nigrin Porsche, starting 28th on the grid. It is a season that started back at Spa-Francorchamps in May, the beginning of May. That feels like a long time ago, doesn't it? Then we went to the Red Bull Ring in Austria, and then it was to Imola in Italy, Zandvoort in the Netherlands, and then it was Germany all the rest of the way. The legendary Nürburgring in August, the Lausitz Ring, remember that, in the rain and in the fog, the Sachsenring the last time out where Lauren Heinrich secured the title, and here we are at Hockenheim for the season closer. That man there, Bastian Buus for Allied Racing, has been stealing the headlines. He's had 2 wins in Porsche Mobile 1 Super Cup this year, and he's taken his first win. That was at Imola in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. He finished in 2nd place yesterday. That is our new champion, Lauren Heinrich for SSR Huber Racing. Bit of gold paint on the car in celebration. He is starting 3rd on the grid for this race 16 of a 16 race season. Bastian Buus is starting 2nd, and the outgoing champion Larry Tenforder on pole position. So many young chargers in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. One of them, that man there, Luke Hartog from the Netherlands, something of a sensation. He won the rookie championship last year, still looking for that elusive first win in Carrera Cup Germany. It surely must be just around the corner. He came so close to another podium yesterday, but for a lock-up in the absolute closing stages of the race, he is looking to make amends. Now that is Lorcan Hannafin, the driver from Great Britain for FAC Autotech. That is the driver who is leading the rookie standings, but that lead is so slim, 10 points to be precise. Huub van Eindhoven is just 2 positions behind him on the grid. We'll no doubt have a look at Huub in a minute. The good luck wishes to Lorcan Hannafin from everybody who's watching in the United Kingdom. Dylan Pereira campaigning for everybody in Luxembourg for Iron Force Racing by Phoenix. Dylan Pereira not really had the end of the season that he wanted. He's had 4 wins this season, and he may well just make it 5. He is in the right place for that. The green car that you can see in the background is another one to keep your eyes on. That is Huub van Eindhoven. The grid girls leave the pack, and Huub van Eindhoven has a clear sight of his championship rival. Lorcan Hannafin starting directly in front of him. The GP elite driver has to get in front of Lorcan Hannafin in this race, and he has to pull clear because there is that 10-point deficit between Hanna Finn and Huub van Eindhoven. It's been great to welcome Huub van Eindhoven from the Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux Series this year, and a guest driver from the same series, Glenn van Parijs, who was in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany back in 2018 for MRS, now racing for ID Racing this year, and a guest at Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. We welcome him to the grid. Alex Tauscher, whatever he had for breakfast yesterday, he needs to keep taking it, because he was a man on a mission. He's learned to get his elbows out. He has qualified a little bit further back today, but he has been a man on a mission. Yet another of the young talents from the talent pool, Maurice Scheuring. He had a scary moment yesterday, spinning mid-pack, cars avoiding him. He did get a little bit of air as well. He'll be looking to make up for that as he starts from 10th place on the grid. Maurice Scheuring, one of the talent pool drivers. That's Jukka Honkavori, who starts 11th for ID Racing, another of the ID Racing cars. To draw your attention to the fact we have two championships to be decided. The Rookie Championship we've already mentioned. Carlos Rivas leads the Pro-Am Championship, and he starts ahead. No, Carlos Rivas is second in the Pro-Am Championship, and he starts ahead of the championship leader, Jan-Erik Sloten. Now, if Jan-Erik Sloten finishes second in the Pro-Am category, he will be champion. So Carlos Rivas really needs the likes of Zoran Spreng or Ahmad Al-Shihab or Christoph Lange to get past Jan-Erik Sloten and spoil his party, because Jan-Erik Sloten comes into this race with a 6-point lead over Carlos Rivas. We're going to be keeping an eye on that. It is all to play for. You can see the tension in Ahmad Al-Shihab's eyes as the engines burst into life. The noise is deafening. If you've never witnessed a Porsche Carrera Cup Germany race in real life, you need to put it on your bucket list. It is spectacular as 32 of these Porsche 911 cars roll off the grid and start their formation lap for this, the final race of the season. We are at the Hockenheimring, a circuit that is 4.574 kilometers around with 17 turns, 9 to the right and 8 to the left. And it's Larry Tenford, the outgoing champion, who starts alongside Bastian Boos. Laurin Heinrich, the new champion, with Luke Hartog alongside on row 2. Row 3, Lorcan Hannafin, Dylan Pereira looking to get back on the podium. Huub van Eindhoven, challenger for the Rookie Championship, the guesting Glenn van Parijs alongside an Alex Tauscher, and the impressive Maurice Scheuring, two of the real chargers in Carrera Cup Germany. Jukka Honkavori and Lucas Ertel down on row 6. Row 7, Alex Fack, another of the rookie drivers, and Rudy van Buren alongside Ariel Levy and Jesse van Kijk make up row 8 of the grid, and on row 9 is Richard Wagner and Lucas Groneveld. Row 10 of the pack, which will appear now, Jan Zeifert and Dan van Kijk for GP Elite. And on row 11, Ghislain Cordier and the leading Pro-Am driver, Carlos Rivas. He needs to break clear and hope for the worst for his rival, Harold Prochik and Sebastian Framer on row 12 of the grid. Row 13, the leader in the Pro-Am category, Jan-Erik Sloten and Zoran Spreng. Row 14, Jonas Greif and Ahmad Al-Shihab starting alongside each other. And then on row 15 of the grid, Christoph Lange and Georgi Donchev, the driver that had that spectacular rollover at Nürburgring earlier this year. The guesting Kai Pfister, and welcome back Holger Harmsen, returning after injury, bringing up the rear of the grid, looking to make progress from there. The wildlife are watching. We have a massive crowd of spectators here at the Hockenheimring, and they are going to be entertained for Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. It is a timed race. It will be 30 minutes plus 1 lap of racing. Talking to drivers this morning, almost all of them are saying, last race of the season, the gloves are off, the elbows are out, I'm going for it. That sounds to me like drama. Keep an eye on turn 6, the hairpin. It's a really tight turn. It's the best overtaking opportunity on the circuit, but we see so many controversies at the hairpin. Today may not be any different as the drivers looking to finish the season off in style. There is the outgoing champion, Larry Tenford, the most successful driver in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany history. The most successful Pro-Am driver in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany history is Carlos Rivas. Both of them are in this race. Now, the engine notes rise in a moment. We will see the red lights come on, and when they go off, it will be time to go racing. We are just waiting for the back of the pack to form up, and we will get clearance to the back. We've got that. The 5 red lights are ready to go off. Are you ready for one last dance? This is Porsche Carrera Cup Germany, and it was a scruffy start. It looked like there may have been a jump start further back, but it's Larry Tenford who steps on pole position. Bastian Buss in a second. Hockenheimring slotting into 3rd place. That's Luke Hartog going very wide in turn 1 onto the grass. It looks like he's made a collision with Huub van Eindhoven. He carries on in the right direction, but he's lost a lot of places. Here come the rest of the pack. Lorcan Hannafin up in the 4th place, looking for his 2nd overall podium of the season. A little bit of drama further back. We'll keep an eye on timing screens in case of penalties, but look how busy it is. Riding on board with Ahmad Al-Shahab along the Parabolica. Flat out they come. This is the notorious hairpin. Heavy braking. Larry Tenford sweeps across to slam the door in front of Bastian Buss. Lauren Heinrich in that solid 3rd place, and then a gaggle of cars. Did they all make it around? That is a miracle in itself. Lorcan Hannafin had got past Dylan Pereira, but it looks like Pereira is coming back. Hannafin in 4th place, Pereira to the inside. Hannafin cannot afford to have a non-finish. His main championship rival is just behind. There are cars going off further back, but it looks like everybody is still pointing in the right direction. And we continue. 28.5 minutes plus 1 lap of racing ahead of us. Porsche Carrera Cup Germany, the 45 car, they're visiting Glenn Van Parijs in the battles. But it's Larry Tenford, the 2021, the multiple champion in Carrera Cup Germany. Now Jan-Erik Sloten is exactly where he needs to be. He's behind his championship rival, Carlos Rivas. If things stay as they are, it will be Jan-Erik Sloten who becomes champion. So we said there might have been a jump start. Car 26 was Jesse Van Kuyk in the Team GP Elite Porsche. That is under investigation. So we'll keep an eye on that, but there may well be a penalty incoming. Now a challenge. Lauren Heinrich is starting to get impatient in that 3rd place. Car 4 is also under investigation. That's Luke Hartog for an unsafe rejoin. We saw him go wide in turn 1 and come back onto the track after a little bit of grass track racing. So he may well be under review by the stewards as well. Now look at Lauren Heinrich lining up Bastian Buss. He looks to the outside into the hairpin. This is such a tricky corner to master. Bastian Buss just squeezes Lauren Heinrich out wide and carries on his way. Jan-Erik Sloten doesn't want to finish behind Carlos Rivas. He wants to finish in front of him. Look at the amount of pressure he's putting on. Also in there is Zoran Spreng in the number 5 car. But Jan-Erik Sloten doing what he needs to do to win this championship. It's Carlos Rivas who's leading in the Pro-Am category, which is 23rd on the track. But an awful lot of pressure from behind. Ariel Levy gets it all wrong. He spins around the number 75 car, avoiding the damage. He does rejoin. Gives us all a little bit of moment. Calm down, please, sir. Now Ariel Levy rejoins a little bit further back in the number 75 car. He's going to have a lot of work to do from there. He was running in 20th position, but has now dropped to the back of the order. This is the 2nd place. Lauren Heinrich now putting the pressure on Bastian Buss. You can see that Alex Tauscher is also under investigation for a jump start. So, jump start, a lot of drivers very eager to get away this season, and the stewards reviewing the videos. Lauren Heinrich still pushing for that 2nd place. Now look at this, Huub van Eindhoven. He needs to finish in front of Lorcan Hannafin if he wants to take the rookie championship. The 2 rivals running side by side along towards the corner. And Huub van Eindhoven, he's got that wide outside, but Lorcan Hannafin is going to squeeze him on the exit. That's exactly what he does. He slams the door. Hartog is behind, ready to jump in if a gap appears. So Huub van Eindhoven staring at the back of Lorcan Hannafin now along the Parabolica. Absolutely foot to the floor as they head towards the corner. Look at the lead that Larry Tenford has. You can see that Alex Tauscher has a 5-second time penalty for a jump start. Lauren Heinrich ducks to the inside of Bastian Buss on the hairpin. They run side by side. Buss trying to squeeze it to the side. The 2 cars make contact. Bastian Buss just stays it in front. Lauren Heinrich now under pressure from Dylan Pereira, who's rushed to join that battle. Now this is the problem for Lauren Heinrich, because he could lose a position if he tries to challenge Luke Hartog coming back. Morris Schöring fighting, and he is in front of Morris Schöring. In fact, Morris Schöring is challenging Luke Hartog. So you can see them running 3 abreast behind, with Glenn Van Parijs in there and Alex Tauscher, who's carrying that 5-second time penalty. Another car under investigation, Lucas Grunewald this time. So a number of drivers falling foul of the stewards being under investigation. This is the fight. Dylan Pereira has got past Lauren Heinrich, so we said that might happen. If Bastian Boos and Lauren Heinrich were challenging each other, it opens the door for Dylan Pereira to make the most of any gaps. All of this is Christmas to Larry Ten Voorde, because he is pulling away at the front. Look at this. Hu van Eindhoven is in front of Lorcan Hannafin. Now there is a big gap of 10 points between them in the championship. So if things stay as they are, by my calculations, Hannafin would still be champion, but he really needs to stay in front of Hu van Eindhoven so that he can control what the number 29 car is doing. He does not want Hu van Eindhoven getting too far ahead, getting out of reach. At the moment, Hannafin is still under control. In the background is Luke Hartog. After that difficult start, he will want to move forwards. He's still looking for that elusive first win, and it is yet to come. Into the hairpin we come once again, and it is quite the challenge, but Hu van Eindhoven is given the squeeze. Lorcan Hannafin drops back. Now Luke Hartog getting involved, running side by side. Hannafin has fallen foul to Glenn Van Parijs, exactly what he didn't need. Luke Hartog is in front now. Meanwhile, Pereira and Lauren Heinrich also running side by side up front. We don't know where to look. Luke Hartog in front of this. Then it's Hu van Eindhoven. Lorcan Hannafin trying to come back round the outside, hanging it all out. Luke Hartog at the front of that queue. Morris Schöring in there, as well as Alex Tauscher. That is the view from Hu van Eindhoven. Fantastic race in the guesting Glenn Van Parijs. He knows his way around this circuit. He's running on the inside of Alex Tauscher at the moment, looking back at Morris Schöring. The action is unfolding. This is what they said was going to happen, but Hu van Eindhoven has broken clear. Lorcan Hannafin has clawed a bit back, but Luke Hartog has got past both of them. So Luke Hartog moving further up the road and into 5th place, and that is Glenn Van Parijs getting out onto the dirt. He keeps it pointing in the right direction. A 5-second time penalty for cars 26 and 28. That'll be Jesse Van Kuyk and Lucas Grunewald. That is again for the jump start. Luke Hartog has been given a black and white flag, which is just a warning at this stage for an unsafe rejoin of the track. But he is now back up into 5th place. So we take a deep breath. We evaluate the situation. It is Larry Ten Voorde who is leading the way from Bastian Boos, Dylan Pereira, and Lauren Heinrich. Luke Hartog, Hu van Eindhoven leading the rookie race ahead of Lorcan Hannafin. But Hannafin trying to come back with Morris Schöring. Glenn Van Parijs drifting around the hairpin in the Pro-Am category. Carlos Rivas leading the way ahead of Jan-Erik Schloten. Zoran Spreng in 4th and Ahmad Al-Shihab in 5th in the Pro category. Car 31, a 5-second time penalty. So that is Sebastian Framert. It looked like there were quite a few cars that did jump start. There is Rudy Van Buren. He's a development driver for the Red Bull Formula 1 team. Our thoughts very much with them today as we look back at the cars behind Hu van Eindhoven. And so many challenges up and down the pack. Rudy Van Buren currently in 13th place. And there is Ariel Levy after that early spin. He is down in 28th. He's got a lot of work to do there. Harold Procik, ex-TCR Germany champion, is ahead of Ahmad Al-Shihab. Procik in 25th, Al-Shihab in 26th. But just to remind you, it is the Pro-Am race within this. And Al-Shihab is 4th place in category in the 26th place overall. So we keep an eye on the 84 car and Harold Procik in the number 20, the car with the clown on the side. Ahmad Al-Shihab does have Ariel Levy, the first ever Israeli driver in Carrera Cup Germany, who is coming back hard at Ahmad Al-Shihab. So quite a fight further back down the pack. Still, Carlos Rivas is leading Jan-Erik Schloten, but this will not be enough. he needs to get a car between himself and Jan-Erik Sloten. Now, Zoran Spreng is a Black Falcon driver. Is there going to be any teamwork going on? If Spreng could get past Jan-Erik Sloten, that would be a gift for Carlos Rivas. As we look back at Ariel Levy, from Ahmad Al-Shihab to the inside he goes, and Ariel Levy takes that position away. Ahmad Al-Shihab, he needs to choose his battles. He's in the Pro-Am race. Ariel Levy is not. He is in the rookie race. So Ahmad Al-Shihab, but he is fighting back, isn't he? We're 1/3 into the race. Great driving from car 84. He holds on to that position. Harold Brochik just ahead of him. Great stuff from Ahmad Al-Shihab as he goes door to door with the young Ariel Levy. So our race continues. Car 99, Bastian Boos in second place. Third, Dylan Pereira. Fourth is Lauren Heinrich. Lorcan Hannafin and Human Eivhoven are going at it again. They get together. Hannafin spins. Hannafin drops down the order. So the two rivals in the Rookie Championship, the stewards are going to take a look at that. Human Eivhoven getting together with his championship rival. Lorcan Hannafin dropping down the order. If things finish as they are, Human Eindhoven will be the rookie champion, but there may be something the stewards want to say about that. You saw Eindhoven getting up onto two wheels. Lorcan Hannafin out onto that very slippery surface on the outside of turn 16 is a part of the circuit that is used as a drag strip for some of the year. There is no traction. You can't even stand still on it without falling over. And the incident, as you can see from the graphic, is under investigation. We'll keep an eye on that. This will be critical for the Rookie Championship, because if things finish as they are, by my calculations, I think Huban Eindhoven will be the champion. Maurice Schering getting very up close and personal there as well. Lorcan Hannafin is all the way down in 22nd position, a long way back, and 7th in category. So 7th in category would not score him enough points, just 9 points in the rookie standings. Dylan Pereira, Lauren Heinrich, Bastian Boos. This is the fight for second place. To remind you, Larry Tenforder is leading. He's just some 3.8 seconds up the road, looking to finish his year in style, his outgoing championship year in style in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. And Lauren Heinrich pressuring Dylan Pereira. They have battled all season long, as indeed is Bastian Boos. You see Dylan Pereira going wide out of turn 17, the back end stepping out. This is the controversial moment, though. You could see Huban Eindhoven getting up onto the curb now. Did Lorcan Hannafin squeeze him, or was Huban Eindhoven being over-optimistic, trying to take that position away? He ended up on the curbs, and there was the big bang for Lorcan Hannafin. Bang, there it is. And the number 9 car goes spinning around, and Hannafin not really showing much emotion with his eyes. I'm pleased we can't lip read, that's for sure. But into turn 17 we come. Huban Eindhoven has that space. He is the leading rookie, but this is under investigation by the stewards. There's our race leader coming round the hairpin. Then a long wait before Bastian Boos appears. Then Dylan Pereira, Lauren Heinrich, Luke Hartog trying to come back from that earlier excursion. Glenn Van Parijs, a big shout out to him. Great job up into 6th place. A guesting driver who really has returned to the series with much gusto. And Maurice Schering behind him. Lucas Ertel, then Huban Eindhoven, our leading rookie in 9th, and Alex Fack, who is 2nd in the Rookie Championship. He's looking to improve after a very traumatic day yesterday. Now looking at a replay further back, that's the 27 and the 28 getting together. That is Dan Van Kuyk and Lucas Groneveld. A little bit of contact. It looks like everybody's continued on their way with no drama. This is Glenn Van Parijs in the number 45 car. What a great job he is doing, holding on to that 6th place. Maurice Schering in 7th. Lucas Ertel in 8th, and Huban Eindhoven in 9th. So Ertel has got past Huban Eindhoven. It won't affect Eindhoven in terms of the rookie race, but it will. There could be issues still if a penalty is awarded to Huban Eindhoven, depending on what the stewards say. Keep an eye on the Pro-Am race as well. Carlos Rivas has Lorcan Hannafin behind behind him. Well, he did have. Hannefin's now got past past Carlos Rivas, so up into 21st place for Hannefin. Carlos Rivas still the leading Pro-Am driver. Jan-Erik Schloten still second, and Zoran Spreng just behind them. Now, what can Carlos Rivas do to engineer it so that his teammate, Zoran Spreng, can get past Jan-Erik Schloten and take away that championship lead? Because the points are so close. To remind you, if the race finished now, Jan-Erik Schloten would be a champion. Carlos Rivas, the most successful driver in Carrera Cup Pro-Am history, and indeed the champion from last year, would no longer be the champion. Jan-Erik Schloten, who came here on a mission to win this championship. As we look further back at Ariel Levy trying to come through and challenging Zoran Spreng. And that's exactly what Carlos Rivas doesn't want, because he wants to see Zoran Spreng past Jan-Erik Schloten, and it doesn't look like that is going to happen at the moment, does it? Ariel Levy is through and taking positions away after that earlier moment. Zoran Spreng now down into 25th place. Harold Prochik behind them, and then Ahmad Al-Shihab shadowing their every moves in 27th at the moment, but showing great form here at the Hockenheimring. This is race 16 of the season, the final race of the season. The final race of Porsche Carrera Cup 2022, and it's Larry Tenforder leading the way, 4.5 seconds from Bastian Boost, Dylan Pereira. Lauren Heinrich still in 4th place, the new champion, but the battles continue to rage up and down the pack of 27 and the 28 cars are going side by side. Once again, Groeneveld going very wide into the runoff area, and Dan Van Kuyk holding on to that position at the moment as Groeneveld tries to come back. This is further back in the pack, but every position counts, and once again Van Kuyk giving the squeeze. He's in 17th place, Groeneveld in 18th, trying to come back at the 27 car, having been passed. It's a drag race as they run along towards the notorious hairpin under braking. And then we will see what's going to happen here. It is heavy braking. It's still Groeneveld who holds on to that position. Lorcan Hannefin behind them now, trying to come back after that earlier incident. Still under investigation. No news on that, but this is very significant in the Rookie Championship. Jan Safer in there as well in the 98 car getting involved, and Sebastian Framer in the car 31. Lorcan Hannefin needs to dispatch them as quickly as possible. They too, rookie drivers. Lorcan Hannefin will be frustrated as he tries to get back up towards the Hu van Eindhoven car that he got together with, but Hu van Eindhoven in 9th place overall and the leading rookie driver. Sebastian Framer, rookie. Jan Safer, rookie. Lorcan Hannefin, rookie. They are running together. Carlos Rivas now with that battle in front of him. His aim. Oh, that's Luke Hartog who's in trouble. Looks like he's had a puncture and he has spun off now, where I'm not sure it's out between turns 11 and 12. And if he can't move, this may well bring out a safety car. So Luke Hartog, who had been running in 5th position, has spun out. That's Rudy Van Buren also making a move, and that's Gisela Cordeel that he finds a route past. Alex Tauscher in there as well. Rudy Van Buren had a fairly quiet weekend by his standards, but Luke Hartog, well, he's okay. Just checking to see what the damage is. I'm guessing that must be well off the racing line. Not the way that Luke Hartog wanted his season to end. That elusive first win is still yet to come. He's had podiums, and you can see he goes spinning. It looks like the tyre has just given out. The number 4 Black Falcon car goes spinning. Carlos Rivas sees his fellow Black Falcon car to the left. And then we look back at that pesky Jan-Erik Schloten, who leads the Pro-Am Championship and will be the champion if things stay as they are. Our race leader, Larry Tenforder, still leading the way, 4.6 seconds ahead of Bastian Boost. That's a big lead from Larry Tenforder. He's already got his plans for next year signed and sealed, but he's keeping his cards close to his chest. There are no spoilers from him. We'll keep an eye to see what he is planning for next year. Bastian Boost in 2nd place. We're expecting to see him back in Carrera Cup Germany. Dylan Pereira in 3rd, and the new champion, Lauren Heinrich. Still no news on the rookies. There is Hu van Eindhoven leading the way if things finish as they are, but no news on any penalties that might be incoming. Lorcan Hannafin will finish 3 points adrift if things finish as they are now. So the race continues. We're settling back down just a little bit, and we ride on board. There's Hu van Eindhoven in the GP Elite car, the number 29 car in 8th place overall, the leading rookie. And behind him is Alex Fack, also in the rookie standings. Rudy Van Buren in 10th place, rounding out the top 10. So we keep an eye on the timing screens. That's Richard Wagner having a little excursion. He keeps the power on through the gravel trap. Go on, keep it going. Does not want to come to a stop there. That would bring out a safety car. He is able to rejoin. So Richard Wagner now down towards the back of the pack. It's Larry Tenforder leading the way at the moment. And I say at the moment, there's certainly no indication that that is going to change. He was dominant yesterday, and he is dominant again today, looking to take his 5th win of the season. The outgoing champion of Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. We are into the last 10 minutes of the season. For Porsche Carrera Cup Germany is Larry Tenforder leading the way from Bastian Boost, Dylan Pereira, the new champion, Lauren Heinrich in the gold and black livery. And then we wait a bit for the guest in Glenn van Parijs, Morris Schering, Lucas Erthel, and then Hu van Eindhoven and Alex Fack running together 8th and 9th. Rudy Van Buren rounding out the top 10. Alex Tauscher, to remind you, he had that 5-second time penalty that is against him. The rest of the cars coming around. And there is Carlos Rivas. Jan-Erik Schloten still second in the Pro-Am standings, although Ariel Levy is between him and Carlos Rivas. It is not relevant in terms of the Pro-Am title. So Jan-Erik Schloten still looking at a potential championship win if he can stay exactly as he is with the next 8.5 minutes plus 1 lap. So the race starting to wind down a little. Ariel Levy now putting the pressure on Carlos Rivas. He is not going to put up much of a fight. Rivas does not want to get into an unnecessary battle with Ariel Levy. He will know that is a fight for another day, and I'm expecting him to leave a big gap on the inside. That's exactly what he does. Levy goes through. Carlos Rivas drops down a position to 21st, but he's still leading in the Pro-Am standings. So to remind you, if the race finished as it is Jan-Erik Schloten who would be the champion in Pro-Am. There in 3rd place in the Pro-Am is Zoran Spreng and Harold Prochik. Prochik in front of Zoran Spreng. So Harold Prochik having moved forwards in the number 20 HP Racing International car. And then just in the background, Ahmad Al-Shihab in the number 84 car. Georgi Donchev is there as well. So Al-Shihab running very much on his own at the moment, but giving all the fans that are watching around the world something to cheer about in the Cartech Motorsport by Nigrin Porsche. Some great slow motions of Ahmad Al-Shihab doing what he does best, drifting that Porsche round the corner. And remaining in position, looking very strong here at the Hockenheimring. Race 16 of the season as we come to a close in the championship. 7 minutes remaining plus 1 lap. You can see the concentration in Ahmad's eyes. And you get a great perspective of the driver with that camera angle. Now looking down towards the hairpin, we've seen our leaders go through. The incident between Hu van Eindhoven and Lorcan Hannafin still under investigations. The stewards are going to want to get this one right. Hannafin is fighting his way back. He is 5th in category in the rookie standings and fighting forwards. But he has a couple of non-rookie drivers in front of him that he needs to get past, and time is starting to run out. Look how much of the runoff area these drivers take. but still within track limits just about. Jesse Van Kooyk, maybe Dan Van Kooyk testing that one. Sebastian Freeman, Ariel Levy, and the rest of the cars coming through. Carlos Rivas in the 21st place. Harold Prochik, it's been great to welcome him to the grid. Now, car 29, a 10-second time penalty for the contact with Lorcan Hannafin. So, Hu van Eindhoven will get a 10-second time penalty. That will relegate him down the order. Now, how far down that remains to be seen. We will see at the end of the race. But Hu van Eindhoven with a 10-second time penalty, and he will get relegated further down the track, down the pack. We will see where that shakes out. That is going to be a whole load of places, and I think that might well be advantage Lorcan Hannafin. We'll check the timing screens in a bit and see how that shakes out. So bad news for all the fans of Hu van Eindhoven, the GP Elite driver, being awarded a 10-second time penalty that will be added on when the race is done. Currently, he's 17 points away from the race lead. There is drama for Jukka Honkavori, locking up big time into the hairpin. That allows Lucas Groeneveld through. Groeneveld, who's really been in the battles here during this race, and there's Lorcan Hannafin behind as well. So Lorcan Hannafin is 28 seconds away from the lead. Hu van Eindhoven is 17 seconds away from the lead. So it would put Hu van Eindhoven in front of Lorcan Hannafin, but only just. Where that will work in relation to the other rookies, we will see. But Lorcan Hannafin still fighting his way forwards. Now, who's next for Lorcan Hannafin? It's Jukka Honkavori, who he's got past. Next up the road, Gisela Cordil, who is a rookie, but one who is not scoring points because he is a guest driver. So the next rookie up the road for Lorcan Hannafin that he's interested in is Alex Tauscher. There's a lot of calculations going on in the background here. We will find out who the rookie champion will be. I'm afraid it's going to be the checkered flag before we can confirm it. Lorcan Hannafin doing what he needs to do to get back up through the pack after that incident where he got together with his main championship rival Hu van Eindhoven. The two cars getting together, and it was Lorcan Hannafin who went spinning, and then Hu van Eindhoven receiving that 10-second time penalty. Van Eindhoven will no doubt be aware of that and will be doing all that he can to move forwards on the track. Also pushing hard, Dylan Pereira. He's been in the last of the podium positions for much of the race. Bastian Boos, who finished in second place yesterday, looking to do the same again today. Dylan Pereira was fourth place yesterday. Lauren Heinrich had the last of the podium position. So fairly similar lineup to the end of the race yesterday. Larry Tenforder, 4.6 seconds up the road. And he'll be thinking to himself, why couldn't I have shown that turn of speed earlier on in the season? Because that is an utterly dominant display from the Dutch driver. Bastian Boos holding on to that second place. Dylan Pereira has been putting the pressure on all race long. And Lauren Heinrich in fourth place also there, ready to capitalise. And of course, Dylan Pereira makes a move on Bastian Boos and it doesn't stick. That will just open the door for Lauren Heinrich to come through. In the Pro-Am standings, it's still Carlos Rivas in 21st place overall, but the leading Pro-Am driver, Jan-Erik Sloten, is behind him on the track, so second in the Pro-Am standings. Zoran Spreng is third, and Ahmad Al-Shihab fourth, ahead of Georgi Donchev. So they are further back down in the pack. Now, the rookie situation, a lot less clear. We have time penalties to be added after the race. We have Hu van Eindhoven in 8th place. Alex Fack behind him. Lorcan Hannafin coming back. He is 14th overall, but he is 5th in the rookie standings. The car in front of him will not score points, Gisela Cordil, so that will move him up effectively to 4th place in terms of points awarded. You can see why we're not trying to work that one out at the moment. Looking down at the hairpin, the last 90 seconds plus one lap of the 2022 season for Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. Carlos Rivas, I think he almost looks skywards a bit there. He doesn't know what else to do. He is so close to defending his title, the most successful Pro-Am driver in the history of the series. But Jan-Erik Schluten is now just over a minute plus 1 lap away from stealing his title. The fighting continues further back. Sebastian Freimuth in there, as is Jukka Honkavuori. So Sebastian Freimuth finding a route past. Ariel Levy also getting past. Jukka Honkavuori has been in the battles. I wondered if the car was ailing, but I don't think so, as he retakes that position. But Sebastian Freimuth up into 17th place. Less than a minute of timed racing remaining, and then it'll be the plus 1 lap, the season closer of Porsche Carrera Cup Germany 2022. Looking back at Richard Wagner in the 27th place, and that's from the perspective of Ahmad Al-Shihab. So I'm wondering if Georgi Donchev has made his move on Ahmed Al-Shihab, or whether it is Wagner who's got past. Our timing screens are not saying at the moment. It is Al-Shihab there that we can see. Just ahead of him is Georgi Donchev. So Donchev has got past Ahmed Al-Shihab, and that is up into 25th place. The clock is about to strike 0, and very shortly Larry Tenforder will be starting his last lap of the season in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. Fighting over the scraps, there's a lock-up from Carlos Rivas coming into the corner. The champion of 2021, the defending champion, Carlos Rivas. All sorts of pressure as Jan Seifer in front of him. Carlos Rivas still at the moment, but look at this, Soren Sprague challenging Jan-Erik Schluten. If he can get past, Carlos Rivas will be champion. So Carlos Rivas's fate in Pro-Am Series is in the hands of Soren Sprague. Soren Sprague is past. Jan-Erik Schluten trying to come past. What a turn-up. Soren Sprague, the Black Falcon driver, has got past Jan-Erik Schluten. This will put the Pro-Am category into the hands of Carlos Rivas. Who would have believed it in the closing stages of this race? Jan-Erik Schluten, who has been so strong. He's leading the points coming into this race, but suddenly the teammate of Carlos Rivas, Soren Sprague, may have the final say on the outcome of the championship. You can see the view from Jan-Erik Schluten. His heart will be sinking. He will know he needs to get past Soren Sprague, but time is running out. We are on the final lap of the race. There is Carlos Rivas. He needs to keep it all together. Maybe somebody would have told him that he is now in a position to win the championship. Final lap board is out. It is Larry Tenforder leading the way. He's heading up towards the hairpin for the very final time this weekend and this season. Now, what will Jan-Erik Schluten do in the last lap of this race? He needs to get past the number 5 car ahead of him to win this championship. The fate of the championship. Carlos Rivas has done everything that he needs to do. He just needs to bring it home. His Black Falcon Racing teammate Soren Sprague has mugged Jan-Erik Schluten in the closing stages of this race. Now heading up towards the hairpin. One of the great overtaking opportunities. What will Jan-Erik Schluten do about that? You can see drivers and teams looking on in the Iron Force Racing by Phoenix. There's some long faces there. And now Jan-Erik Schluten staring at the back of Soren Sprague. By my calculations, if the race finishes as it is now, it will be Carlos Rivas who's crowned as champion, but it is Larry Tenforder who wins the final race of the season. The number 25 car crossing the line. Bastian Boos in second, Dylan Pereira in third, Lauren Heinrich in 4th place. The rest of the cars coming through. Hu van Eindhoven is in 8th place at the moment. We will see where the timing screens put in. We're going to have to do some calculations once this is over. But look at this. Jan-Erik Schluten together, Soren Sprague, they all get together and into the barrier. Both cars have gone. Jan-Erik Schluten has just seen his championship disappear in a massive splash of water and tyre rubber. Jan-Erik Schluten came so close on the final lap, a collision with Soren Sprague. That man there is going to be the Pro-Am champion. Zoran Sprang, Jan-Erik Sloten, it all fell apart on the closing lap. The Pro-Am Championship, it will be a successful defense. Now you can see Jan-Erik Sloten, he is devastated. Zoran Sprang, well, he is making his opinion clear as well. What a sensational end to the season. Carlos Rivas clinching the Pro-Am Championship title. We're going to need to wait for confirmation on what will happen as far as the Rookie Championship goes, but Carlos Rivas, well, he's not going to get a penalty for that, is he? Because he wasn't involved. Jan-Erik Sloten ending up in the tyre barrier. You saw his head drop. Now look here, let's see what happened. Zoran Sprang, now Sloten had got past Zoran Sprang. They're running side by side into the corner. And Sloten taking the racing line through, so that's all good there. Now they caught up with the traffic. Sloten sees a gap. Sprang goes to shut the door. And Sloten, well, we saw a similar incident to that on Nürburgring, which you saw a car up and over. And Jan-Erik Sloten keeps the four wheels on the ground eventually, but that was his championship there, and bang, his championship is gone. Jan-Erik Sloten, he will be devastated. He came into this weekend leading the point standings. You can see what it looked like as he rode up the rear wing of the car into the tyre barrier. And Jan-Erik Sloten, well, he will be absolutely devastated with that. And the Iron Force Racing by Phoenix team looking on, and they could see that it was a very bad news indeed. So I'm looking at the rookie standings, and Hu van Eindhoven comes home in 11th place. We're just looking at that incident, and Jan-Erik Sloten taking his hands off the wheel, and you could just see, and I wouldn't be surprised if that stung a little bit. The straps on the car can pinch you in places where you really don't want to get pinched, and he, though, I think the biggest bruising of all will be to his emotions. Now, according to this, as we look at the donuts being done, now the timing screens are currently being corrected, and Hu van Eindhoven finishes third in the rookie standings, which gives him 16 points. This is live maths going on here. Lorcan Hannafin finishes fourth in the rookie standings, which gives him 13 points. Some amazing donuts. Ahmed Al-Shihab, what a great display from the driver from Q8. Right, so I'm just doing the sums here. So Lorcan Hannafin, 2-8. I've got my shoes and socks off here. So what a great display being done while the maths is going on. So Lorcan Hannafin, 281 plus 13 by my calculations gives him 294. Hu van Eindhoven, 271 plus 16 gives him 287. So by my reckoning, it is Lorcan Hannafin. Don't quote me on this. My maths is notoriously bad. By my reckoning, Lorcan Hannafin will have clinched the Rookie Championship. The incident between Jan-Erik Sloten, Yuko Honkavori and Zoran Sprang has been reported to the stewards. Carlos Rivas, he was not expecting that. In the closing stages, the championship goes to Carlos Rivas. A non-finish from the championship leader, Jan-Erik Sloten. And he ends up in the tyre barrier. That car there with possibly the best livery ever seen on a race car, the Terminator. Carlos Rivas is the champion in the Pro-Am category of 2022. Don't quote me, but I believe that Lorcan Hannafin, subject to confirmation, is the rookie champion, but that is very much subject to confirmation. The new overall champion, Lauren Heinrich there doing the donuts as well. Wow, what a way to finish the season. Larry Tenforder, Bastian Boost, Dylan Pereira, the 1-2-3 on the podium. Lauren Heinrich, the visiting Glenn Van Parijs, great job in fifth. Header Moritz Schöring making up for yesterday. Lucas Ertel, great drive from him, and Alex Fag, also a good drive from him. Rudy Van Buren, Alex Tauscher, Hu van Eindhoven. Eindhoven after that penalty, and Lorcan Hannafin, the two rivals. Jesse van Kijk, Gislain Cordeel, Dan van Kijk, and Lucas Grunewald rounding out the top 16. It is Alex Fack who wins the race for the rookies. Alex Tauscher, the man who has learned to get his elbows out, is second in the rookie standings. Huub van Eindhoven has the last of the podium positions in the rookie race. The winning Pro-Am driver was Carlos Rivas. It was Georgi Donchev, should I say, is second in the Pro-Am standings. And Ahmad Al-Shihab gets a podium in the Pro-Am standings. He survived the carnage, 23rd overall. And there you can see confirmation of the point standings in the rookie classification. It is Lorcan Hannafin. Apologies for the delay bringing you that result. We wanted to get it right. We don't want to hear any champagne corks going off prematurely. But the rookie championship goes to Great Britain in the suitcase of Lorcan Hannafin. A job done. He joined Carrera Cup Germany this year, and he stamped his authority in the best possible way. Our focus at the moment on the 1, 2, 3 overall. And there you can see the driver classification in the Pro-Am standings. Carlos Rivas successfully defends his title. You have to feel for Jan-Erik Schloten. He has led the way in the Pro-Am classification for so much of the season, and it's all come unstuck at this, the season closer. There is the man of the moment, Larry ten Voorde, the outgoing champion, the most successful driver in Carrera Cup Germany history, a multi-champion. He came pretty close to winning it this year, but for that man on his left, Laurin Heinrich, who, by his standings, 4th place, he'll consider that to be a bit of a failure, but pretty solid by my reckoning. And Dylan Pereira, the last of the podium races. So Dylan Pereira, great to see him back on the podium for the final race, giving Iron Force Racing by Phoenix something to cheer about, even if Jan-Erik Schloten's crash was not the thing they were hoping for. There is a replay of Larry ten Voorde finishing the season exactly as he wanted to, with a win. It was Laurin Heinrich who started the season with 2 wins from 2 pole positions. It is Larry ten Voorde who finishes the season with 2 wins from 2 pole positions. And Larry ten Voorde just showing why he is one of the greats. Here's Lorcan Hannafin. The news has got through to him quicker than it did to the commentary box. And Lorcan Hannafin is the rookie champion. His father is not able to be here today. He's been with him at every race this year, but was on other business today. He will be gutted that he's missed this, because the celebrations in the FAC Autotech team will probably carry on well into the night. And what a way to close the season. Drama all the way to the last moments. Jukka Honkavori's car being removed from the scene of the crime, and Jan-Erik Schloten's car in there as well. And we do just hope that Jan-Erik is okay. We just saw him clutching himself slightly in the cockpit of the car. I'm not sure whether that was bruising downstairs or whether that was bruising just emotionally, but we certainly send our best wishes to him. And our focus now on the 1, 2, 3 in this race. Larry ten Voorde. What a solid drive from him. He has really found some form, especially in the second part of this season. It is, I'm just counting to be double sure, his 5th win of the season, and proving why he is the most successful driver in Carrera Cup Germany history. So, onto the podium comes Dylan Pereira to receive his 3rd place trophy. Bastian Boos, watch out everybody, this man is a man on a mission. 2nd place, surely a future champion. The outgoing champion, he's done it in style. Larry ten Voorde, national anthem. The Dutch national anthem echoing around the Hockenheimring, not for the first time. And here's Huri Isaac from Porsche, a project manager, a celebrity in his own right, presenting the third place trophy to Dylan Pereira. Second place being presented to Bastian Boos. And here's Huri again with the winning trophy to Larry Ten Forder. And oh, it's Mikael Dreiser, the Director of Sales Motorsport. Of course it is, who presents the, excuse the pregnant pause, as my identification not always good. But the team trophy is presented. The final podium photo of the season. Okay, chaps, you can take the rest of the year off if you want. Yes, like they're going to be doing that. Next up will be the trials for the new Porsche Junior. Lauren Heinrich is the current Porsche Junior. Whether he stays on as that next year remains to be seen, but there will be the trials to see who the new Porsche Junior will be for next year. That man on the left, the tall one in the green, blue and white, I would have a few quid on him making it through to the shootout, because he has been something of a revelation this year. Dylan Pereira, Larry Ten Forder, well, without being rude, veterans of the sport. The veterans are getting younger year on year, but they winding up a successful year. Bastian Boos really at the start of his career. Larry Ten Forder looking for the next step. Quite excited to see what comes out from his PR agency over the next few days, weeks and months, as we find out what his plans are for next year. The podium ceremony done for the main Drivers' Championship, and now there is the car that has won the championship this year. Lauren Heinrich was watching him at Spa-Francorchamps at the season opener this year. He was the only driver who wasn't touching the brakes as he went through Eau Rouge and up towards Radion, the only car where the brake lights didn't come on. So whatever it is he's got big ones, because that has won him the championship. The mighty Lauren Heinrich. It's been a fairly controversial journey, but he has made it along the way. 6 wins and 4 pole positions, and it's a championship for Lauren Heinrich. I'd love to tell you what he's saying, but sadly my German is almost as bad as my English, so we will just sit and look at the images as the new champion is interviewed and crowned. Porsche Carrera Cup Germany, it has been quite a year for Lauren Heinrich. He started off as the new Porsche Junior. Well, we can't call him the new one anymore. He is the Porsche Junior. His father, Harold, and his mother, Daniela, who put so much into it, supporting him all the way. Right, time for the Pro-Am. Carlos Rivas, Georgi Donchev, Ahmed Al-Shihab. Great to see those 3 on the podium, and the Terminator on the top step. I don't think he was quite expecting to be taking the championship today. There is Ahmed Al-Shihab receiving the congratulations from Huri Isaac and his 3rd place trophy. He worked hard for that today, and a great result for Ahmed, giving all the supporters in Q8 something to cheer about. Georgi Donchev looking a little bit philosophical with his 2nd place trophy. And Carlos Rivas, well, he's always got a bit of a grin. Is that 4? Yes, 4 titles. Carlos Rivas receives the congratulations. He receives the championship, not the championship, the race-winning trophy. And now another champagne fight will ensue, we have no doubt. But great to see Carlos, Georgi and Ahmad on the podium, giving everybody something to cheer about. Right, run for cover, everybody. It's gonna get wet. So, Carlos Rivas, he's done that a few times, hasn't he? He knows how to spray a champagne bottle. Ahmad has exited stage left in a hurry. Georgi Donchev and Carlos Rivas, they've been rivals for many, many years. Not the first champagne fight, not the last. There's Lauren Heinrich's father, Harold, just at the side of your screen there with the glasses on. He, with his mother, Daniela, have supported him all the way through the season and through his career. They are very, very passionate and proud parents. The SSR Huber racing team, of course, having prepared the car for him this season, that's won him that championship. Lauren Heinrich now thinking, of course, you're a champion, but it doesn't take long before your focus then turns to next year. How can I improve? How can I defend? What is my next step? Lauren Heinrich, he was loitering in the wings for a couple of years, was there or thereabouts, often involved in incidents, but now he's come to the top. This year is the year that Lauren Heinrich finally pulled it all together. He didn't just pull it all together, he steamrolled the opposition. He had the championship tied up with 2 races still remaining. And there his supporters waving the flags, the Lauren Heinrich fan club, ever vocal, supporting him as the champion of 2022 in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. So presentation still ongoing, and we're looking up at the podium now. Alex Tauscher coming up as second in the rookie race today. Of course, it was Rudy van Buren who ended up as the leading rookie after penalties had been awarded. And Huub van Eindhoven in third. Oh, we're actually looking at the championship drivers just out of the window. I think Lorcan Hannafin and Alex Fack. So those of you who are observant will know that 2 things. One, that Rudy van Buren is not a rookie, and secondly, that's not him on the podium. I'm sorry, Alex, I stole your thunder there briefly. Yeah, that's finishing the season as it's been all year long, I should say. So it's Alex Fack who won the rookie race. It's Alex Tauscher second, and Huub van Eindhoven in third. And Huub van Eindhoven, who came so close to the rookie championship. So apologies, Alex Fack, for, and indeed to Rudy van Buren for relegating you to rookie once again. So there we go, the 3 rookies who got the 1, 2, 3 in the race this afternoon. We don't often get to bring you the ceremony on telly, so it's got me confused, hasn't it? So the trophies have been presented. There is Alex Fack. Alex Tauscher, how good to see him up there at the sharp end. And Huub van Eindhoven, it's been a debut year for him in Carrera Cup Germany, having come from Carrera Cup Benelux. And he's done it in style. He came so close to winning the rookie title, but in the end, that went to Lorcan Hannafin. The champagne fight starts. All pick on Alex Fack. He was looking a bit fed up this morning because he'd had a bit of a rubbish weekend. He's certainly turned that one around, hasn't he? Taking the top step in the rookie classifications. And Alex Tauscher, a great job from him in second. And Huub van Eindhoven, he's had several trips to the podium this year already. So they pose for the photographs for the last time in 2022. The Rookie Championship and the Rookie Race is decided here at the Hockenheimring. The headline of 2022 is the champion is Lauren Heinrich the team champion, SSR Huber Racing, the rookie champion, Lorcan Hannafin, the Pro-Am champion, Carlos Rivas. What is going to happen next year? If it's half as good as this year, you won't want to miss it. We'll see you in 2023.